Hi everyone. Today I would like to do a vlog related to the element in Kinton. A lot of people wonder what is element and not quite understanding why we actually use element because many people think this is the thing that actually being used in fortune teller, but it's actually not. Actually, it's commonly used in many of the areas. In the old days in Eastern, uh, like Chinese, Japanese, India, and original like in Greece, also actually using element as the key to explaining concept. So and this is the basic ideas that we're using the Eastern wisdom to actually explaining some certain things, so it's actually easy to understand and categorize things easier. The basic ideas about the element in Kinton is the blend of the modern knowledge of the the psychology and the old wisdom of the Eastern and Western on element. So we have the basic one is soil, water, wind, air, fire, and tree. Sorry. So have soil, water, wind, fire, and soil. So this four is actually the basic element, and this basic element actually creating a new element called tree, and this tree element is the element that actually balance between these four and creating this element. So and there is the two more element is air and storm. So in order for you to understand more about the concept of the Eastern know-how, you need to understand yin and yang. Yin and yang mean that uh, the world it have two characteristics. You have dark, then you have brightness. You have hard, you will have softness. You have female, you will have male. So you have night, you will have daytime. So things actually normally will have pair, and each of the pair will actually contain some of the opposite characteristic inside. Like in hard, there will be a softness inside. In the softness, there will be a hardness inside. So this will be used to creating the basic understanding of the element as well. And the element actually being tied on the modern days of the neurotransmitter. We have 7 neurotransmitter that actually drive our emotion and life, and we're using this in a crystallization circle, and we have a term of a crystallization circle here. So element will move to neurotransmitter and going to the crystallization circle. So as you can see, soy is melatonin, and melatonin is actually the thing that actually is a nighttime neurotransmitter for consolidating a knowledge, and is a can circle or the capability. Water is endorphin. Endorphin is actually related to no pain, and the thing is actually related to understanding and the capability to realize. Wind is dopamine, and dopamine actually tied to one circle. Fire tied to adrenaline, and the adrenaline is actually tied to the shoot circle. Air is linked to acetylcholine, and acetylcholine known for neurotransmitter for thinking and possibility. Storm linked to noradrenaline or the focus neurotransmitter is actually linked to the circle that we call do. And the last one, 3 element, linked to serotonin or linked to the basic needs circle. So when you understand this, we will need to understanding the basic element. The basic element is four: soil creating water, and water creating wind, wind creating fire, fire creates soil, and these 4 elements creating same thing called tree. So it creating a three element, and the three element is a balance element, and all of this is a polarization. So when you look into the soil is hard, uh, wind is soft, or we can call it soft hard skill. Opposite, or the yin and yang, is actually soft skill and hard skill. And water normally is will soften things, like soften the soil, and fire will harden the soil. So that's why it's the opposite, soften or harden. In the evolution perspective, soften mean adapt. So adaptation mean learning new things. In the evolution, harden is mean to conquer, to win, or it means strength. So strength and adaptiveness is a polarization of the fire and the water element, and this have a relationship is soil create water, water creating wind, wind creating fire, fire creating soil, and four of these elements together create the right balance, or creating something called tree. So the tree is the appreciation, or the element of need is the balance thing that actually come from four. It's a seed for something, or it's a filter. Another thing to understanding another two element is the level of energy. The level of energy balance mean need is a three element, and the level weak and weak force is mean possibility, and the strong energy or the focus mean what actually doing or being is a new habit, or actually be the ego. In ESTP, we call this complain, or what you actually want to change, or what you really need, and you change the complaint to a new possibility. Possibility mean something that possibly change into what you need, and it changes into the final one called reality. So to make it easy, possibility is, or the air element is like the light, the need or the appreciation is like a filter or the lens in the middle. So the light go through the lens and it gather the light and focus on one location, and that one location is actually creating a new element called storm, or the extreme energy that actually change you significantly. So if we write into the 2D diagram, air is the basic element that actually not related to directly with everyone. It's actually look like not exist, but it actually exists, but it's a weak force, and this weak force creating a balance circle of water, wind, fire, soil, and creating a life, or creating need. Life come with need, and the tree is a need, and need have the Maslow need. It follow basic need, security need, go to the 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 social acceptance need, esteem, and then go to self-actualization and self-transformation, transcendent need. And then inside of the need have a storm, or the significant transformation, or the extreme energy. So it linked to possibility of the circle crystallization top down here. Possibility, see, need, want, should, can, and finally do. So why we actually creating this is because I give you an example. When you apply this to the actual phenomenon, like for example characteristic of a human, like soil, give you example. Soil is like Ong is a soil, so strong capability but hard skill. Water, like Dr. T, when you are together, is quite easy, and you be able to developing a visibility without bias. Wind is like sure, like one is a strong drive, and like to engage with new things. Fire, like for example, Yip or Angie, it driven by adrenaline and should or should not. Air, Tiang is an example of this. Acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter. Like for example, like to engage with the possibility. Storm, noradrenaline, or those people with a strong execution. Either transformational force, or the force amplification. Like for example, Kunan or myself, Tanin. The last one is tree, like Pitong, is actually driven by the needs to be stay in the balance power, and the dark force is actually loss, sadness. So I want to end my explanation here to have the basic explanation of the 7 element that we discussed, and the crystallization circle, and how it related to the neuroscience, the basic one. So we can use this for the further discussion.